I always love this time of year when we're given these passages from the Book of Wisdom to read. And that first reading today gave us this most noble image of man at his ultimate best. God made man imperishable in the image of his own nature. And we are in the hand of God. No torment shall ever touch us. They who trust in him will understand the truth. Those who are faithful will live with him in love. For grace and mercy await those he has chosen. We should have the highest opinion and regard for ourselves and for each other, because this is how God set us up. So it comes almost as a blow when in the Gospel the Lord tells us that at the end of a life of faithful discipleship, we should say we are unworthy servants. We've only done our duty. We've only done our duty. Those are almost bad words these days, aren't they, that phrase, our duty. We're rather allergic to the language of duty, because duty smacks of oppressive rules, authorities, institutions that stifle the free flowering of individuals in their uniqueness and takes their identity, their life away. Literally, of course, in the case when we consider those who deserted the ranks during World War I, certainly they deserted their duty and their life was taken away. Well, in one way, we're right to question and criticize the call of duty. After all authorities, all institutions exist ultimately to give people freedom, to protect them, to give them conditions in which they can develop and grow, to allow them to achieve their potential, to give them a sense of fulfillment and purpose, and Americans especially might add, to enable them to pursue happiness. And if these institutions and authorities are actually working in the other direction, crushing people's individuality by insisting on the fulfillment of duty at all costs, then they're false and should be ignored. That's one side of the case. But on the other hand, we have to admit that no great enterprise, whether it's a case of winning a war or bringing up a family, can be carried out without a price to be paid. If we're not willing, at least at times and in some respects, to subsume our sense of identity into that of a common enterprise, then there isn't much chance that enterprise will succeed. And that's why we make freely promises, take oaths, make vows to bind ourselves to some enterprise, whatever may befall. Some of you in front of me have made marriage vows. Some have made commitment to the religious life. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, can't we bring the two things, our freedom and our duty, together? Jesus hinted that we can. God has given us a mission in life. Everyone has a mission, even if not everyone knows it, even if we've not yet identified what that mission might be. Because it's God calling us and challenging us, because it was he who made us what we are, our freedom is bound up with our duty. Our true freedom, our flourishing as the unique creature that we were meant to be and no other, depends on the generosity with which we accept and perform our duty to God and to our fellow human beings. I apologise to those of you from the parish of St Augustine of Canterbury for quoting the greater St Augustine, Augustine of Hippo. He articulated this perfectly 1600 years ago, and the prayer attributed to him is one that each of us could profitably pray daily. Augustine wrote, O Lord God, the light of the minds that know you, the life of the souls that love you, and the strength of the hearts that serve you, help us so to know you that we may truly love you, and so to love you that we may fully serve you. Whom to serve is perfect freedom. Whom to serve is perfect freedom.